I do, before anybody gets confused, I do have to just address my vibe because some people get it wrong. I'm not a political comedian, I just have this face, okay? It's just my vibe and general demeanor. I know nothing about politics, okay? I know I look like I just read Malcolm X for the 50th time. I've tried different things, glasses, no glasses. I keep coming out looking like a professor of African American studies, and it's fine, but it is a problem in New York. Like, I have anxiety walking around because, like, especially a city that is, aware of racial injustice, like right now, like, people just see a black woman in glasses and they're like, quick, let's put her in charge of something. Like, I'm terrified that I'm CEO of a company and I don't even know it. I'm like, do I own Bank of America? Who knows? It's terrifying. They just, like, don't even tell me. Yeah, it is a vibe. I also never look lost. That's not fun. I walk into buildings I've never been in before and immediately get asked where the restroom is. Yeah. It's happened here, actually. I'd be in a foreign country and people will still ask me where the Target is. I'm like, bitch, we are in Morocco. The Target is on our backs. I don't know what you thought it was. Oh, you've been? You've been? I've lived it. No, she's traveled. It's fine. I am a recent transplant. I'm like, I'm one of those. But I had to escape. I had to escape LA. That's what happened to me last year. Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's been a surprise. It's been such a warm embrace. And I'm happy about it. I did escape LA because last year somebody they tried to steal my car and then they failed. They just like messed it up a little bit, and then 6 months later somebody attempted to steal my car and then succeeded. You guys, they got it. Yeah, and honestly, the only thing that is making me feel better about it is just hoping that both of those people are the same person. You know what I mean? Because I hate that my car was stolen, but I love a training montage. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite part of the movie, right? Like, that's the best part. You're just watching a man get his shit together. You know what I mean? He's more organized. He's showing up to the car stealings on time. You know what I mean? I love that. I like picturing him, like before his great transformation. He's in an empty garage. It's all dramatic. He's got one of those motivational posters on the wall. It just says one word. It says diligent. But instead of a beautiful landscape, it's just a 2020 Kia Sportage. Man, that's what got me. Yeah, my car, that's how it got stolen. My car got stolen because of a TikTok challenge. You guys see this? Yeah. So, please, if you don't know about this, please check on your Kias. That's how it got me. I feel like, can I put this on my resume? You know what I mean? Like, I was a part of a viral challenge. You know what I mean? Like, I did go viral. It's fine. I'm just trying to make myself feel better about it, but I'm here now. I have a cool mom. My mom is my best friend. I did make the mistake though recently of asking her if I was her best friend. And then she, like a gangster, said, "I'm just too old for labels." Too old for labels? Like a fuckboy? What are you doing? And then 2 days later on Facebook, she posts this photo with another woman, and the caption, and the caption was, "Just out with my best friend Lisa." Now I gotta clear my calendar to kill a bitch named Lisa. And I can't believe my best friend would do that to me. But yeah, my mom is a cool mom. I know that she's cool because she knows the difference between Lil Baby and Da Baby. She doesn't know their music, she just knows they're two different people. And I'm proud of her. She's, a hip 68-year-old. But because she's a cool mom, like sometimes I forget that she's a mom until she says a mom thing, she came to visit New York, and the first thing she said she wanted to do, she's like, "I want to go to a comedy show with somebody famous that I would know, like Joy Behar." If you don't know who Joy Behar is, she's like no longer running host of The View, right? Yeah. And I was like, Mom, have you been seeing Joy Behar's stand-up? And she said, this is what she said to me. She looked at me, she goes, no. Like, I was crazy. I'm like, we're gaslighting me now? Like, what are you doing? So now I'm like, I guess I gotta go to the internet. I love my mom. So I'm like, I asked the internet, is Joy Behar playing somewhere? And she wasn't. So I was like, okay, Google. I Google, who does comedy that is famous like Joy Behar? And Google was like, do you mean Whoopi Goldberg? I was like, no, Google, no, I don't. My mom made what should have been a very simple thing very complicated, because basically what she was saying to me was, I want to go to a comedy show, but I want the theme to be The View. You know what I mean? Like, it just looks so weird. And I was surprised to find that even in New York, you cannot find a show that is helmed by an intergenerational group of angry women. You've got the angry and the woman, but not the intergenerational. You don't have it. Anyway, we saw John Oliver. It was fine. Do you guys want to hear about when I first got here and I was an extra on Law and Order? Okay, here's a story about why I will never again be an extra on Law and Order. I will never do it again. Here's what happened. I got cast as an extra on Law and Order, and I was cast as a police officer because of course I was. You know what I mean? I read as tough, you know what I mean? It's all soft, but it like reads. I look like I eat perps for breakfast, you know what I'm saying? So of course I get cast as a cop, and the first thing they say to me is like, we want to put you in a scene with the principal, right? The lead actor. I'm like, ooh, famous. Okay, she's fancy. But they were like, there's a catch. We need to know if you're gonna be okay with a little light jogging. You know, and I was like, light jog, sure, absolutely, sign me up. Like, I'm gonna be famous, but the price I have to pay is burning some calories I was going to burn anyway. Like, absolutely, let's do this. So we get to the scene, and they bring in, not the principal, they bring in the stand-in, right? And the stand-in proceeds to do what can only be described as a full run, okay? He's not jogging. He's not lightly jogging. I am out of breath behind him. I'm like, this is how I die. This is how I die. And the headline is going to read, TV extra dies on Law and Order set after being asked to lightly jog. And I'm going to be up in heaven like, he wasn't jogging! He was running! That's why I haven't been on the strike lines. I'm still recovering. My legs are so tired. I used to be a very religious person, but I was the worst kind of religious person because I was a super religious Christian who also loved Disneyland. Yeah, that's not good. That's like, you know, at best, you know? What I'm saying to you is that I was a virgin into my 30s. I think all that tracked with everybody here. I think the worst part about it was I didn't tell anybody, like, people I was making friends with, they never told me because I knew it was something shameful. Like, I knew being a Jesus freak and a lover of Disney, like, was not something that people were into. And that's the worst thing to do to somebody. Like, you don't want to be a friend to somebody and then a year later find out, wait, this bitch prays before dinner and Splash Mountain? Like, you don't want that. Nobody wants that. I think the funniest thing was, like, my dad, when I became a teenager, he was really worried about boys and like me becoming like a teenage pregnant person, and I was like, dude, like the only pull-out game you need to worry about in my life is me pulling this sword out of this stone, you know what I mean? Like, I'm probably the only person here whose V card doubled as my annual pass, and it was fun. I did leave that life behind though. Well, not the Disney part. Just God. No, he's fine. No, I still love Disney, but like I got married 2 years ago, and thank you so much. I did marry a man, which is not very popular, but he's French, so it feels gay. Feels like we're getting away with something. So yeah, he is gay. He is. so actually that tracks. No, I have a good one. Like my husband is really great. I'm actually my husband's third wife. Yeah, any third wives in the house? No? Okay, just me having fun over here. I love it. Honestly, it's the best thing in the world. Like, I can't recommend it enough. I actually always knew that I was going to be a third wife. I did. You know, in your 20s, like, ladies, you know, like, you're trying to figure out, like, what makes you attractive, what guys are into about you. What I found out is that in my 20s, I found out that men are not predisposed to like my personality right away, you know? They don't like it right off the bat, you know? But I have what I realized I now call a neosporin personality. What I mean by that is that in order to appreciate me, like really appreciate me, you need to have been burned first, okay? You need to have been through some shit, you know what I mean? Some trials, some tribulations, yes! No, yeah, my charms are just not as effective on untraumatized men. And that's fine with me. I found that out. It's fine. No, because like it's, you know, after a few divorces, after a few heartbreaks, all of a sudden, a girl who mostly watches British murder mysteries and doesn't get blowjobs starts looking real good to you. Yes. I don't give blowjobs. I'm sorry for all involved. I don't do it because I feel the same way about blowjobs that I feel about the debt ceiling. Somebody should do something about it, you know? I just think it should be an elected official, preferably Mitch McConnell. People have been asking me, you know, do you plan to learn French to communicate better with your in-laws? And I'm always like, no, I plan to learn French so that people know that I'm better than them. Why else would I improve myself as a person, like just for fun? No, I want to lord it over other people. I want to be in a store, and when the woman at the checkout goes, "Excuse me, ma'am, will this chandelier be it for you today?" I'm like, I think you mean chandelier. They're like, "Ooh, she a fancy bitch. Okay, chandelier." They start naming their kids that. It's fun. That's what I want. I've had a lot of shitty jobs in my life. Everybody? I think one of the shittiest jobs I had, I did used to work for Starbucks. Oh my God. Yeah. Did you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but they actually, like, they judge you, your managers are, like, supposed to judge you on how genuine of an interaction that you're having with the customer. That's a real thing. They're like, oh yeah, sure, you make coffee just fine, but when you said, have a nice day, did we feel it? Was it giving Viola Davis? You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. And then I had a manager like pull me aside one time. She's like, you're doing fine with the customers, you're doing fine with the coffee, but when you're cleaning, would you mind smiling? I'm like, I'm so sorry, I have resting minimum wage face. But no, I think probably the worst job I had was I was a female Uber and Lyft driver. Fun. Ooh. Yeah, no, it's fine. The thing that was hardest about it wasn't even like the dudes really, like it was the fact that there was not a lot of places to pee on the road, right? So this is the first job I ever had where I considered getting adult diapers. And it was the first job I ever had where I purchased and wore adult diapers, you guys. Yeah, you know why I did it? Because I'm braver than you. Yeah, I did it. I put them on. Here's some advice, because I can tell that some of you want to try it. Not because you need it, but you're busy, you know? You're a woman on the go. Here's what you do. You want to go into Target with your head held high. No shame in this bitch, all right? You're going to get the ones that are, first of all, thick for obvious reasons, all right? You're going to also want to get the ones that are beige, all right? No patterns, no colors, beige, all right? This is not a game. But finally, you want to make sure you want to get the ones that are itchy, all right? Make sure they're itchy, because I don't want you to get used to this life, all right? It's fine. I did pee in my car. It's fine. They're super absorbent. They did soak up all of my dignity. And I will leave you on this. I do have an ex who owes me money. Fun, right? Yeah, he actually owes me $4,000. Yeah. I only say the number because if I don't say it, people just think I'm being a petty bitch. So I tell you that number so you know I'm not a petty bitch, I am a dumb bitch. We are not the same. Please respect my journey. Thank you. But it changed me. The breakup changed me, you know, like it changed who I trust. It changed the porn that I like. Like now I can only watch videos of men pulling out their own money from an ATM. You guys have been awesome. I'm